Hi.
You're recording?
Mhm.
And the time is 1 minute out.
Mhm.
7 o'clock.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you, everybody, for being here. The village board meeting for the village of Willow Springs. Welcome. Today is Thursday, October 25th, 2023. The time is 7 p.m. The meeting is over. Madam Clerk Charles, would you please call it?
Trustee R,
Here.
Kennedy,
Here.
Micah, Hash,
Here.
Moon, Carr,
Here.
President Nettmeyer.
Present, and that completes the roll. We have a quorum. Let's all take rise to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, again, thanks for being here, everybody. We'll move into item number 3 on our agenda, that's disposition of minutes. We have in our forecast for our review the meeting minutes for October 12th, 2023. And I have a motion to approve them
So move.
by trustee Kennedy,
Second.
by trustee Tosh. Is there discussion or questions on the minutes?
Yeah, I had a correction that I just discussed with the treasurer, and I made a comment, and then he corrected me the last meeting. So it's on the bottom first, and I said it was supposed to be delayed a year, it's actually supposed to be next year. So that's the only correction I.
I'll correct that. Mhm.
All right, then we will, the motion will be to approve those minutes as corrected with trustee R's feedback there. Is there any other discussion or questions? Okay, there being none, roll call, please.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Hash,
Aye.
Moon, Carr,
All ayes, and those minutes are approved as corrected. Thank you. Item number 4, village administrator report, administrator.
Yes, thank you. So in front of everybody tonight, you've got an envelope that looks just like this that has your name on it. I promised last meeting that we would kind of do a quick overview of the proposed 2024 budget. So that is what you each have in there. If we could just take a minute to kind of go through what you've got, I'd like to go over a couple of the highlights. So in that envelope, just so you know, you've got a summary of what I'm going to cover in there. I gave you a page to take some notes if there's things you don't want to forget that you want to ask me about. The expenses are there, the revenues are there, and then there's 2 other documents. So the one document is what goes along every year. We do a salary adjustment for everybody at our December meeting as part of approving the budget. So the proposed Exhibit A, part of what that resolution is included here. Along with it was a survey that was completed of surrounding towns showing their rates of pay for their administrative staff as well, just for a comparison to what we're going to be at here. The other document that's in there is an audit that I completed of all of the ARPA expenses. As you know, we've been going through and allocating those funds. We received just over $764,000 of ARPA funding, and we've allocated a significant amount of that already to different projects that we've done. So there's a breakdown there for the items that have been approved, the items that have been completed, and you'll see on the bottom of that, we have approximately $169,000 left to allocate. So when you've got some time, take a look at that. Let me know if you have questions. To cover the budget and the revenues for you, I just want to cover some maybe some high-level things before you dive in deeper, and then reach out if you have questions. But to make it clear to everybody, this budget as presented right now is fully balanced. We are projecting a $32,124 surplus in the year of 24 based on our expected revenues versus the expenses that are laid out there. So that's always a big deal. And once again, this would be another year of no tax increases. We would not be increasing our levy at all to the residents and the taxpayers here in the village. So 2 very important things to note. As you go through different departments here, in the police department, couple items to highlight for you. In this budget, currently we have 12 full-time sworn police officers. We are budgeting to go to 13 full-time sworn police officers. That would be the addition of an officer there. It includes the purchase of a new patrol vehicle, and then everything else will remain status quo. No cuts to service, no changes to any operations. So the budget allows for everything else to maintain. If you jump to the Public Works Department, some highlights there. We have salary adjustments for the entire full-time labor staffing so that we're competitive with other departments. That is highlighted in that Exhibit A, and it's also accounted for in these budget numbers. It includes the purchase of a F-250 plow truck, which would replace an older truck in our fleet. It includes the purchase of a dump truck to also replace an older dump truck in our fleet. And it includes the purchase of some snow removal. So those are the things that are a little outside of the norm for us, and all other operations maintained. And then if you come to the administration department, which is sort of a catch-all for all administration operations, obviously, plus some other capital items. So again, this year we have a $500,000 contingency, which just like this year allows us to cover any emergency expenses or anything that comes up that we aren't prepared for now, but might come up later in the year. So it allows us to allocate those funds as needed without going over budget for the village. We include transitioning one of our part-time office clerks to a full-time office clerk. That person would be dedicated specifically to the building department, which will help that department run much more efficiently on permit processing and helping the residents there. So that is included in the funding here. It includes some repairs to the building we're in. If you remember last year, I guess this year, still here in 23, we replaced the roof. And once that was done, we had significant leaks in a few spots. And we talked about once that was done, we start making repairs inside. So this budget includes some repairs inside. That would be repairs to drywall where it's cracked, drywall had water leaks, painting the room, and replacing the carpeting that is not coming clean and outlived its life expectancy. So it includes some updates here. It maintains funding levels for Willowfest, Blues Fest, Winterfest, Wicked Willow, and all of our music in the park nights and other community events that we do. So the funding is still there for that. It continues funding for the technology improvements that we talked about a couple of meetings ago and that we started on this year. So that we continue to come into compliance on some of our technology issues here. There's funding to continue to improve our parks. This year we put in children's play sets at both parks. We did a couple other things. Backboards are going in the spring. There's a few other enhancements that are already allocated. But the funding here includes some additional money so that we can work at resurfacing basketball courts and possibly the tennis court as well. So we're going to work towards that. And then there's $500,000 for capital construction projects, which would be road work. So those are kind of the highlights out of the 24 budget. Like I said, it is completely balanced without any additional taxes to the residents. So what I'd ask for everybody is, take some time to go through it, reach out to me if you have questions, and we'll set some time to go over it. This budget will go on public display the first week of November. It will be on display for 30 days. And then we would hold our annual budget hearing as well as approval of the final draft of the budget at our December board meeting. We have plenty of time to make modifications to this. If there's something that you guys catch or something that you need to discuss about it, just let me know and we'll make the time. So I think that handles. You can do anything you'd like.
Well, okay, so the building.
They would still, so everybody in the office reports to Clerk Charles. She is the head administrator for all office personnel. And then through her, they would then report to me. So this person, everybody up there has responsibilities. We have one person that does our accounts payable, one that does our accounts receivable, payroll, things like that. Everybody has their responsibilities. So the goal of this position would be that their main responsibility would be to handle all building department related issues. So that would be business licenses, building permits, things like that.
Contracted by the hour.
Mr. Zartler is paid by the hour. That's correct.
Okay, so she'll be helping you with a lot of the paperwork, she doesn't, but what, a couple of things that had happened one time, in fact, they happened to me. I came in, and it's no fault of anybody else, they're trying to get inspections done. They hand me an inspection, I go out to the house, and I'm beating on the door, nobody's there. I call back, I go, you know what, there's nobody here. Oh, well, Ray showed up and did it. Somebody else had called a different inspector out, which is fine.
Right, so there's little things like that that
Yeah.
happen now, and it's,
Person will take care of it. We don't have inspectors. Three different
that's correct, it'll help our efficiencies.
ways. Thank you.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Administrator Ray.
It goes on display, it'll be the first week in November, it's on, are looking to approve it, our December board meeting is December 14, and state law has us put it on public display 30 days prior to that meeting. It'll be here at the Village Hall. I think you came in last year and looked at it, right? So it'd be the same thing, come in and see me, and I'll have a copy of it.
Thank you. So I just want to say, thank you to our treasurer and administrator and our department heads for all of the work on this. It was just a draft at this point. It will be on display, in the camera house. But even in this form, this draft form, I think it's one that we can be really, really proud of. It's enhancing services to our residents and accomplishing a lot of great things with surplus. So, as Administrator Gray said, we have questions in the interim, please bring them to us, but we are in really, really good shape to have a tremendous fund to. So thank you for your work.
Thank you.
All right, we move into number 5 of our agenda, that is Billy report.
I have no report this evening.
Okay, thank you. Reports of officials, Bill Manager.
Projects for that project. Next meeting, and our sewer televising project is moving along. The scope testing portion of the project has been completed. The sewer televising portion will be completed at the next week. And I'll be working on the reports.
Village Attorney? No formal report tonight. The treasurer.
I just want to alert everybody that the property taxes are now available for everybody's houses. I think they're going to be mailed out on the first of November for the on the website. As an aside, our village's taxes went down slightly again this year. And I think in general, on the south side of the 2 high schools raised their taxes a lot more than the amounts, although I think LT went to the full 5% they raised. Argo didn't go as high, so because of that, I think our taxes are still, everything else was very favorable. So if you haven't looked at that, that's out there. So that's something that Ryan said. Like I said, when we're doing the budget, we were concerned about some of the revenues, because the inflation and everything coming forward. And our sales taxes and income taxes started slowing down in July, and then they started popping back up. And then if you saw the news today, growth domestic product was 4.9%, which is more than China, by the way. So it could be some even better news, subject to some of the other things. Just to supplement.
Thank you, Treasurer. Okay, we'll move into number 7, of course, standing committees. First is Finance and Administration Committee, Trustee Ara.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 781, warrant 23-0-18, dated October 26, 2023, payroll and fund expenses totaling $320,329.37.
Thank you for that motion, Trustee Ara. Is there a second?
I'll second.
By Trustee Kennedy, discussion or question on the warrant items?
Just trying to highlight a few things that are different about this one is we have approximately $33,000 for 2 different police department annual service contracts, which is usually once a year thing. We have our quarterly payment to, adjusters for our, emergency services, and then 34,000, and then we also have some, other work that was done, which is budgeted for the, park and village hall, for $1,000. Beyond that, everything else is fairly much.
Thank you for that. Board members, have any other discussion on the warrant? Okay, hearing none, let's do a roll call vote, please.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy,
Aye.
Cash,
Aye.
Moon, Carr.
All ayes and those warrants are approved.
I also want to just talk briefly on the third quarter video game report. Year-to-date highlights. The amount played so far for the first 9 months of the year is $34 million, which is slightly above the 2022 year-to-date family dollars, which still shows an increase in the town. We're still gaining revenue from that. Willow Springs income for that period of time is a little over $145,000, which is about 9% higher than what it was last year. We are tracking to exceed our budgeted income amount of $170,000. It should be, if I had to guess, maybe around 190. But that concludes my report.
You had said that these numbers for 9 months of different things, the headers that
Yeah, it should say through the third quarter. It's year to date through the third quarter. That's what it is. And I pulled that right off the internet from the Illinois report. Yep, that's where all the information is from.
So we can expect around 25% for the rest of the year.
Typically, yeah. Right now, it's looking like it's been tracking close to like 45 to 50,000 every quarter. So that's why I'm expecting that it should be at 190 or so. The growth has slowed down a little through the year, but we're still above what we projected. And things are going well. It's not flattened out at all. I've been tracking. Sorry.
Trustee Ara, thank you for your consistent reporting on the video game. Much appreciated. And so, are there any other questions on that too? All right, does that conclude the finance and nutrition report?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Sir. We'll move into public safety committee.
Thank you, Madam President. I have a couple of things. October 28th is National Prescription Take-Back Day, and there is a receptacle at the police department. I talked to the chief about, so if anybody has anything they want to give back. Next item is in 2020, we passed a proclamation for Police Appreciation Month for the Village of Willow Springs, and that's all October. Next week, we're going to try to do some pizzas with the police department, and we appreciate everything they do, so hope you can pass that along. And the next item I have is Veterans Day is coming up before our next meeting, so thank you, veteran. That's all I have. Do you have anything to add, Chief?
Yeah, just really quickly. First of all, we'll take those prescription drugs anytime. Obviously, they have an event, but we have the mailbox in the office. Second thing is, right now, as we sit here, we have 4 vacancies for full-time officers. You might have like 3 who look like they're stellar. What the department working towards finishing up everything that we hired them. Which is obviously good. Both everybody would call that, we're short by a third. So, you know, I'm filling it overtime, we're filling it. So it's, I gotta tell you. tell you, I came to tell you, because people are coming and going so quickly, which by the way, is not particular to Willow Springs. It's happening everywhere. I talked to the chiefs around us. And people are having a lot of trouble retaining, good officers. Happy with the quality that we got, and I'm impressed with the quality that we're looking at and picking up. So, if I can get back to
These three that we're replacing three that we bought.
Correct.
And so we'll be gaining four. And the three guys in replacement, they are 13.
we're down 4 right now. We've got 3 identified. We're pretty happy that we could probably get it. That'll bring us up to 11. We did 2 more for next year. We have 2 more spots.
Correct. That officer is proposed in the budget. It's not something that's approved
Right.
yet until you guys take that action. So he's only working
And
within his
that'll
current.
make it total.
That is correct.
Now,
Thank you for that clarification, and I look forward to hearing more of that progresses, because it sounds like we've got a good plan to get quality officers hired. We're working towards that for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um,
My report.
Okay, and thank you for your updates as well, Trustee Kennedy. You mentioned important dates to please keep in mind and recognize. We'll move into municipal buildings and grounds committee. Trustee Mike is not with us. I do want to report though on a event that Parks and Recreation has. Parks and Recreation is hosting a great theme party at the community center on Friday. So please put that on your radar and we will push it out. Yeah. I think that is all for.
Thank you, Mr. President. Each crew yesterday completed their work in confined spaces for the certificates, so they can work safely in our sewer system and, lift stations. So there's a plus, because we want to keep these guys safe. It's not one of the last classes will be taken. He's got a list of things they need to go through. The lead program has started. Guys have been out already this week. And this is a combination of, we want to thank Keith for putting the bricks that out in front for the beautification commission, install 7 more bricks. So people out there should know that we can still do more, but it's going to be in the spring before we try that. And then my report, let's keep this up to date.
Just one thing, Tom mentioned that restoration was completed, it is a road project that we did earlier in the year. The next subdivision is a separate road project, restoration of the shoulders and that will probably be done in the next week or 2. Work on that, on us, not on the contract. Just make sure it's clear, you don't get everything done. That's all.
Very good, thank you.
So then my report.
Okay, thank you. License and Franchise Committee, Trustee Moon?
Yes, thank you, Madam President. We have no new business coming, however. Business license renewal is due, and so all approved business is time to send the renewal form. It will be sent the first week of November. They must be returned to City Hall no later than December 29th.
Thank you, Trustee Moon. Yeah, we'll be getting those out in plenty of time then to get them turned in. Thank you for that report, and we look forward to getting these out, getting those turned in. I will add that Young at Heart, that has recently opened, is doing an official grand opening on November 8th from 10 to 7, open house. And we're checking that out. And we will be getting Young at Heart is right here across the street in the 300 building, 300. Okay. Yeah, they seem to be doing great. Okay, building and zoning committee, trustee Clark. Okay, thank you. We'll move into number 8, action item 1. The first one we have is approval to purchase 8 Motorola APX 8000 portable band these radios in the amount not to exceed 61,000. These will be 8 radios, it'll be digital radios that we're going to add to our equipment. It's important to update our equipment so that our police officers can continue to have tools necessary to do the job. Funds are available in this budget before the first of the year. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
By trustee Kennedy. Second by trustee Carr, discussion or questions on the first.
Just for my clarification, it's up to the village administrator. Clearly, no, I'm always asking where's the money. About a third of this coming out of this budget, and then the 2/3 is coming out of corporate. It's well funded, their digital radios and upgrading tools at the big part.
Thank you. Does the board have any more questions or discussion? Okay, then let's do a roll call. vote.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Posh, Moon, Car.
All right, now approved, thank you. The second action item is 2023-R-03, a resolution establishing the meeting of the village board and all subsidiary boards for the year of 2024. So we have those meeting dates in our board pack for our review, just as a background. They include meeting dates for our board, our police commission, our police pension board, our planning and zoning commission meetings. Any questions on those? I have a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll make that motion.
I trust.
Second.
So we have the motion by trustee Kennedy and the second by trustee Arnold. Discussion or questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee R,
Aye.
Kennedy.
Aye.
Posh,
Aye.
Moon, Car.
All ayes and those are approved. Thank you. Is there any old business the board is wishing to discuss? Any new business? Okay, then we'll open for public comment. Please just limit your comments to 3 minutes. Village issues.
Carol Valdez.
I had a presentation because we could all, I don't even get out of the videos. And then I went to the museum in the back. If you would have that in the museum section. Because I was a little disappointed when I had one back there and I've seen the water that is leaving on the board for a long time, and I know that. This is the format I usually. Because it's like, this big, and then right over the ceiling is the, there's a door that goes into another room, and one of the women went to open the door and. I think that would be something that maybe when those rising hero, because I think it's real nice that we have on the museum, there's a lot of really interesting. We'll look into that. Other people were coming to me, like, what's that, what's that, you know?
Yeah.
Second at a time, but
Okay. I know we had kind of handled that, but we didn't know who's, we had the construction, right? Or it was village, wow, this is a different thing from the village. Thank you. Anyone else signed up for public comment tonight?
No.
Okay, then that will conclude the public comment. We have no need for executive session. I will move into village president report. Just a reminder, if you could please join us for Wicked Willow on Halloween and Winter Fest in November. Don't forget about the Lions Club Las Vegas night, they're having. Great to have that, Friday, November 3rd. And then finally, announcement that I meant to make, we are partnering with the Lions Township Assessor's Office to provide information services relating to the 2023 the money. Which covers a lot of questions and concerns, and so, our township assessor Patrick Hines and his staff will be on site here at our village hall, which I commend this great. They will be assisting in filing appeals if necessary, so please bring your notice of the reassessment with you. And join us for that event. The date is Thursday, November 9th. Thursday, November 9th, here at our village hall at 6 p.m. So hopefully you can join us for that. That concludes the president's report tonight. Our next meeting is November 16th, so that's a little bit different. We have one meeting in November, that's the third Thursday. November 16th due to that holiday, Thanksgiving. So please join us for that, and then so that everyone be thinking. That concludes the president's report, and I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved. I'll second.
We have the motion by trustee Ara, the second by trustee Kennedy. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting is adjourned at 7:30. Thank you.